Jaxson Dart is set to face his biggest test this Sunday as an NFL quarterback against the best defense in the Denver Broncos. A lot to talk about on today's show. Before we do, though, if you want to beat the Broncos this Sunday and get to 3-4 on the season, hit that thumbs up icon right now. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Jaxson Dart is 2-1 in his NFL career, but his toughest test will come this Sunday against the best defense in the National Football League. And if Dart can walk into Denver at 7.5-point underdogs against the best defense in the NFL and walk out with a win, I am going to be talking extremely reckless about how good of a player he is and the New York Giants having their franchise quarterback. 3 things I'm somewhat worried about walking into this game. Denver is the best defense in the National Football League. Like when you look at metrics, you look at stats, you watch the film and you use the eye test. Spent some time talking to my guy, Moose, who hosts our Broncos Breakdown channel here at Chat Sports, and I was blown away with how good they are. And then you take a deep dive into the numbers like we have and will on today's show. Yards per game allowed, number 1. Yards per play, number 1. Passing yards per game, number 1. Rushing yards per game, number 1. And sacks per game, number 1. What they do well on defense is limit what opposing offenses are able to do, and they take your strengths away. They can get after the passer. They've got elite cover guys. They are loaded across the defensive line. And when a rookie quarterback is in a spot where he has to face pressure consistently, that can somewhat hinder their performance and set them back and not be able to live up to what they're able to do. I got a lot more thoughts, but first, we are almost at our goal of 91,000 subscribers. We just crossed over 90,000, and we're on our way to Justin Tuck subscribers. We're 12 subs away. If you bleed Giants blue and want free videos every day, hit that sub button right now. The major thing I'm worried about with Jaxson Dart, and look, I have all the confidence in the world in him. I think the Giants can win this football game, but Dart's got to play his best game after he just played his best game. But what concerns me most is what Jaxson Dart has done well, the Denver Broncos do that even better on the defensive side of the football. This is what I mean. Jaxson Dart has been awesome on third down since he has taken over as the starting quarterback for Big Blue. His success rate on third down, 57.8%. That is number 2 in the National Football League over the last 3 weeks. And the Denver Broncos, they get a stop on third down, 72.8% of the time. The best in the National Football League. So where he is great on third down, the Denver Broncos defense, it's the best in the league. We also know that Jaxson Dart is a quarterback that has been great at scrambling and creating and improvising. You look at this chart. To the right is scramble rate. He is the furthest on the page. And then you move up and you look at design rush rate. He is just as high as everybody else. And you also see in the same spot of the graph, Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts. Those 2 quarterbacks just played the Denver Broncos. And the Broncos sacked those 2 quarterbacks 15 times. So for quarterbacks that like to scramble, try to create behind the line, improvise, buy time, and make plays down the field, Denver has made those quarterbacks look awful. Dart has a scramble rate of 13.6, the highest in the NFL. He might need to limit that a little bit this week and get the ball out early and be a little bit more decisive. This defense is sick for Denver. They're number 1 in sacks with 30. The second place team in the NFL has 20. They have 10 more sacks than any other defense in the NFL. They have 102 pressures as a team, number 3. And their pressure rate is 44.7, number 3 in the NFL. The Broncos defense is generating a sack on 13.1% of their snaps. No other team exceeds 9.1. The difference between Denver and everybody else when it comes to getting after the quarterback is huge. And the Giants will have to find a way to beat the pressure that Denver can generate. We've talked about this stat havoc before. The Denver Broncos, they're first in it. 44.8% is the percentage of plays their defense gets either a tackle for loss, forced fumble, interception, PBU, or pressure. They are elite as a defense, and they are going to throw the kitchen sink at Jaxson Dart this weekend. They're going to blitz him, and they're going to try to make him operate under pressure. And Dart hasn't been bad, I would say, under pressure this year. 37.4% of his dropbacks have come under pressure, where he completes 45.8% of his passes, has 1 touchdown to 1 interception, 2 big-time throws to 2 turnover-worthy plays, but he's been sacked 7 times when under pressure. And his PFF grade is 56.5. When he's blitzed, he's been able to beat the blitz because he's good at identifying pre-snap looks, getting the ball out quick, and being decisive. Completes 71.1% of his passes, 3 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, 2 big-time throws to 1 turnover play, and he's only been sacked 3 times when blitzed, and his PFF grade is 81.4. So he struggled against pressure, but he's been good when blitzed. That comes from Pro Football Focus. NFL Pro says Jaxson Dart has completed 75% of his passes for 349 yards and 3 touchdowns when kept clean in the pocket, versus a 48% completion percentage for just 159 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions when pressured. They probably put blitzed and pressured together. So some numbers kind of just painting the picture that, 1, it's hard to be good when pressured, and 2, it's really hard when you are a young quarterback. And he's going to be facing a defense this week that is going to look and operate and execute at a much different clip and just overall a different strategy. The Los Angeles Chargers, they don't blitz. 24th highest blitz rate. The Eagles, the 17th highest blitz rate. The Saints, the 9th highest. That's probably the game that Dart, I felt like, left the most on the table. Top on the turnovers as well. But it's going to be a much different look this week against the Denver Broncos. They blitz at a 32.5% clip, the 6th best in the NFL. The offensive line needs to play their best week and their best game as well to support their young quarterback. If Dart's running for his life, if it looks like the way Justin Fields played against the Denver Broncos, the Giants are not going to have a chance. You need the best from Thomas, Runyon, Van Roten, and Illuminor. And if John Michael Schmitz can go, you need his best. And if he can't, you need Austin Schlottman to play his best. If the Giants' offensive line cannot at least hold their own against the Denver Broncos defensive front, it's going to be a long day for Big Blue. Show your rookie quarterback some love, though. Get his jersey today, chatsports.com/dart. That's chatsports.com/dart. I'll make sure all of that link is clickable in the comments and description. Something I'm also a little bit worried about in this game is an extremely experienced, exotic, and effective defensive coordinator in Vance Joseph. He is going to come up with a game plan that's going to make it tough for Dart, Kafka, Daboll, and the New York Giants. He has been awesome against rookie quarterbacks dating back to 2022. He's played 24 games against rookie quarterbacks, and he is 19-5 in those ball games. And he is holding rookie quarterbacks to just 197 passing yards per game. You're going up against a real deal defensive coordinator, a guy who has skins on the wall and has shown the ability to make life hell for opposing rookie quarterbacks. You need everybody to play their best game on offense. And then you just talk about who plays for Denver on defense. They are absolutely loaded. They bring in Talanoa Hufanga to play their starting safety spot. He was an all-pro for the Denver Broncos. Pat Surtain is the best corner in the National Football League. Jahdae Barron is becoming quickly a really serviceable slot corner. Riley Moss is a solid corner as well. He's had his struggles this year, but they are loaded on the back half. They're good at linebacker, but man, oh man, are they talented on the front, on the defensive line. Their pass rush is elite. Nik Bonitto, Jonathan Cooper, John Franklin Myers, Zach Allen. Better get ready to learn these guys' name because they make plays. Nik Bonitto is tied right now in Defensive Player of the Year odds to win it. Jonathan Cooper's a damn good player. John Franklin Myers is damn good. Zach Allen is the most underrated player in all of football. Had over 80 pressures last year. He's got 24 this year and 12 QB hits from the interior defensive line. Runyon and Van Roden better be ready to go. You're going to see Nik Bonitto go one-on-one versus Andrew Thomas. He primarily lines up at that right edge spot, and he'll be going mano-a-mano against Andrew Thomas. It's going to be tough. It won't be easy. But if Jaxson Dart can walk into Denver and beat this team, if you thought the vibes were high around the team this week and on this channel, I promise you we're going to take it up about 1,500 notches. This will be his biggest test, probably this year. And look, he may struggle. He probably will struggle. That's what happens when rookie quarterbacks play against really talented and defenses that execute. There's a way to beat him, though. Get the ball out quick. Work the screen game. Denver has been beat by that this year. And when you have opportunities down the field, connect on those passes. This team isn't unbeatable. The Indianapolis Colts, they should have beat them. I think they did. They should have lost. Or the Colts did beat them, excuse me. The Eagles should have beat them as well. They were outscored by 18 points in that fourth quarter. This team is good. Probably going to make the playoffs, but they are beatable. This is usually where the Giants have a letdown game. They have a big win. Beat the Eagles. Riding high. Vibes are high. But how many times have we seen the New York Giants fall in this spot? I'm hoping that is the old New York Giants, and this is the new New York Giants with confidence, swag, talent, and a week-to-week mindset. Doesn't matter what you did against Philly anymore. Matters what you're going to do this Sunday against the Denver Broncos. And I know this video is about Jaxson Dart, but he can't do it himself. You need to be able to run the ball. You got to stay out of third and long. You got to play ahead of the sticks, and you need your receivers to show up and make plays for the kid. If this offensive line can't protect, it's going to be a very ugly football game. If Mike Kafka can't draw up plays in the red zone, you're going to struggle. If you can't move the chains on third down, it's going to be a long day. There's a way to win this game. They can win this game, but they got to play just like they did last Thursday night. All three phases. Shout out to y'all for tuning into today's video. I'm pumped up to watch Jaxson Dart, a litmus test. We get to see how good he is against the best in the National Football League. That fires me up. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. Give me a follow on social media.